Hello, fellow builders, and welcome back to the bench. Mediocre Modeler here, and it's a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Well, what does that mean? That means everybody is running around trying to get ready for Thanksgiving. You gotta clean the house, or you gotta, get your stuff ready to throw all the kids in the car, or whatever. Whether you're gonna be over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Whether you're going away or staying home, I'm sure if you're building models, you're not getting a lot of time at the bench. So just because you're not building models doesn't mean you're not purchasing models. And I am no exception. I'm kind of in the middle between doing some infrastructure and planning for the future. So as far as like the infrastructure, I'm putting stuff away, getting stuff set up. And well, let me show you one of the things I built. So this is a piece that it was supposed to be a wall piece. Made two of these. It was going to go on the wall, and I was going to have a shelf or something on top of it, and it was going to hold a blaster or something. That's what it was originally designed for, and it just didn't make the cut. It wasn't. I ended up doing something different, especially since that one cracked in the process. So it was a failed print. But I didn't throw it away because I thought, somewhere in the near future, I might need it. Well, it just so happens that as I'm putting things away, I've got things like this that needed a place. And I was going to set it on the top of a shelf. But it kept falling over backwards. So instead of running to the store and buying a plate holder or whatever to sit up on the shelf, I thought, hey, well, maybe I could just make a stand. So I took the other one and I just put a bottom on it, glued it on there, and now it makes for a very nice stand. It'll sit on the top of my bookcase, and problem solved. And it cost me nothing. And that's the key. Use what you got. So I'm gonna put that because that's not where it's gonna live, but that's where it's going for the short term. The other thing, okay, I also have these guys, right? And what these are little clips of the movie, from the movie. Now this one, I did find, I've got 3 of these. And this one says, Princess Leia Organa holding out against the Imperial invasion on Hoth. I've got this guy, this is Luke Skywalker celebrating the Rebel victory over the Death Star. And it's the end scene. See how well you can see that? Yeah, you can kind of see that. It's them standing up there getting their medals. So, this one says, on the side, Star Wars, which, Luke Skywalker, that's Star Wars, okay? And I noticed this when I was getting stuff together. This one says, Princess Leia, blah, 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 Hoth. Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Chewbacca posing as Boush's bounty in Jabba's palace, which is fine, but it says, Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. So for those of you not steeped in Star Wars lore, this scene actually happened in Return of the Jedi, not Empire Strikes Back. So that's what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm not saying it that well. So anyway, back to me. Oh, look, there you go. That works. That works. That side. Yeah, right there. See? Look, there you go. Yeah. And then on this guy. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so somebody clearly wasn't paying attention. But how do you display these guys? I mean, what do you do with that? Well, this is what I came up with. Came up with this guy, and it's just a little holder that will hold all 3 of those pieces. It'll hold it back at a little bit of an angle. That's why I put a little. It's got like a 20-degree setback angle, and the pieces should. I use my calipers, so they should fit in these 3 spots here. And I don't want them to hold it tightly. I just want it to sit on the shelf and then just place the pieces on top of it. Now, if I really wanted to, I could get a piece of clear plastic to put over the top of it or design something else. But for right now, I'm okay with just setting the pieces in here. Yeah, just setting them in there. And I put the holes in the back, so if I wanted to, I could put a little LED strip or a couple of LEDs to backlight to where you could actually see the image through the holder base. So I've got that on the printer. Let's see how well it came out. Okay, so right off the printer, it looks good so far. Yeah, I do have a little couple of, for some reason my corners didn't come out real good. There. Yeah, that's really weird. Well, all I can do at this point is cure it and see how it actually sits on the table. I mean, it's 99% there. I guess because I printed it, so it printed upside down like that. And I've got my corners drooping. See, that corner just drooped on me. I don't know why. That one did too. I could reprint it flat on the base using the bottom of the frame. But let's just cure it and see. We're going to stick this on the cure. I'm going to wash it, cure it, then see what it looks like after that. So stand by real quick. While we're waiting on that to finish curing, got this guy that we're working on. So this is the Battlestar Galactica Viper joystick, and the original one I had went to help them film The Stranded Warrior. And as I was putting, oh, you can't see it from here. Yeah, right there. That's the Battlestar Galactica like Viper dash. It's got the gauges and everything, and it's got the classic Viper model in front of it. I had the joystick. Now the difference between the joystick that I sent off for the Stranded Warrior and this one is made out of resin. That one was made out of the PLA filament, and I kind of just wanted to. Well, the mindset was filament can get, when it prints, a lot of these contours on there, some of those ridges can be kind of thick. So I had to slather on the Bondo to give it a nice smooth surface. So my mindset was the resin would be a lot less work. Well, as you can see, it wasn't. I didn't use anywhere near as much Bondo on this guy, but I used more than I thought I would. Here's the thing. This one here has the turbo Yeah, Turbo and Fire and I Am printed right on here as part of the bottle. Well, on the other one, I don't think it printed out well, and I ended up sanding those off. So that's what I like about this resin one, is I can get this all painted up. And on the other one, I used the dry rub decals to say those things, and they were bigger. This one is going to be a little bit small. I'm going to go ahead and paint those on in white and see how well it comes out. If it's not to my liking, I'll just sand those off and use the dry rub decals like on the other one. And the only other piece to it is the trigger, which just needs to be glued into place, just like that. And then we can remount it on that display. This probably has about an hour's worth of work left in it, and then it'll be done. Little glue, little paint. Well, if I have to do that part, it's going to add a little bit more time because I have to find my dry rub decals because I don't know where they are. I had them at the old house. But like I said, we're going to get this painted up and see exactly where we are. Oh, I forgot the buttons. I've got those printed too, so I'm going to have to paint those. But again, painting them and gluing them in should take no time at all. So this is, all in all, an hour. No more than an hour. Soup's done. Okay. Let's just gonna see how this came out live. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So the edges, oof, oof. There you go. Come on. I should have tested the photo frame part first, because if they don't fit in there properly, I have to scrap the whole thing anyway. Okay. So there's that. Let's try this guy and see if it lays down in there. Ooh. It's a little tight. I think we might have had some shrinkage. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's really tight. I mean, it fits in there. That one there. All right. And then let's try that one. Yeah, my tolerance is always a little bit too close. See, that one's fine. It fit right in that one. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So this is going to require just a tad bit of sanding. Double check. Yeah. Just a smidgen of sanding and it'll be good to go. And it sits fairly. Sand the bottom of it so that's all smooth. And even I've got, since it just kind of goes up on the corners, if I really wanted to, I could just get a piece of styrene, maybe, that wide, and glue it across the bottom to give myself a bottom. Although I do have some like sticky rubber anti-skid material that I could just, that's the idea. I could just put that on there and it won't skid around. It won't mar a shelf. I could put it on a glass shelf or whatever. And that's the idea. I just have to find that stuff too. But yeah, so that pretty much, 20 minutes worth of work, and this was good to go. I say 20 minutes. And that'll go up on the shelf. Now we're down to the final few things. And like I said in the beginning, one of those things was, since I can't build, that doesn't mean I can't buy. So I acquired a couple of models that I've been wanting to reintroduce into my collection for a while. One of which, Batman Returns. I think this right here is, without a doubt, this is my favorite Batman vinyl kit. And these are typically going for like well over $100. And for the most part, I don't want to spend that kind of money on a model kit that I'm going to build. That's just me. But all the pieces tend to be here, are here. It needs a bit of a wash. Instructions are in there. And my plan is to start trimming off the vinyl on Model Building Sundays. If you've never dealt with a vinyl kit, the biggest difference, the styrene kits, you're breaking the pieces off of the styrene, trimming off the nubs. Vinyl kits, hold on, this is vinyl, and this is the cape. And so what you end up doing is, with a really sharp X-Acto, you need to trim these pieces out to fit them all together. Like, there's the foot, so that piece needs to be trimmed off. Vinyl, the thing about vinyl is, this is in really good shape, but because it's vinyl, it can be affected by heat. To put some of these pieces together, you heat it up with like a heat gun or a blow dryer to soften it, and then you can fit some of the pieces together. But because it has that feature, you don't want it to become misshapen over time. My biggest fear was before I got this, that maybe the vinyl was starting to become brittle and drying out. In the past, what I've done to solve that problem was I filled my vinyl kits with plaster of Paris, and that way they would hold their shape. So I need to do that. I need to first trim everything, get everything where I can glue it, and then mix up some plaster of Paris, fill the feet, and glue that to the rest of the leg. So I'm gonna trim the waist. Inside is hollow. I want to fill the leg. Then you put the leg on there, fill the waist. I probably won't fill, either won't fill the upper torso, or if I do fill it, I might try doing it with foam, like spray foam. Or I could, since this is open and this is open, get the two fit together, glue it, cut out one of the armholes and fill it with plaster of Paris from there. So it'll be full of plaster from here all the way down, which just leaves the arms. But I think it just needs a bath. I don't know. With the world we live in, with COVID and everything, it wouldn't hurt to give it a bath. So we're going to do that. So the other kit, since I'm on a bit of a Batman kick, was the Batmobile. Now, here is another kit that was going for probably somewhere around anywhere. I've seen them starting at $65 all the way on up, well past $100, $150. Which, for a regular plastic model kit, I'm just like, that's too much. And I even missed an auction that had the Batmobile, the Batwing, which I still need to track down a Batwing, and the Batboat for like $65. And I missed it. I think it ended up selling for like $67 or whatever, and I was really frustrated that I missed that one. But here's the thing. These kits are going for pretty good money, unless they look like this. This box is beat up. It is, but it's things that I feel like I can tell from this. Okay, so the box itself, it looks like to be the original sealed plastic. So there's that. The bottom of the box kind of feels maybe a little bit spongy. So I think it was maybe sitting on a floor, and the floor is a little bit damp. And then there was a lot of stuff on top of it, and it got crushed. So let's, just for giggles, we're just going to pop this open and see what the pieces look like. Like I said, the upside, yes, I did just cut right across that face. Because the box looks like that. I mean, I'm not going to save this. If this was a pristine box, I would consider it, knowing good and well I should probably just throw it away. But we can get it recycled. Yeah, let's see. What do we got? Well, see. Everything's in there. The bag is torn just a little bit. Looks like that piece poked through. But all the pieces seem to be in there. Okay. Wheels. All four wheels. And the chrome. So there's this thing where you got model builders and you got model collectors, and there's always there tends to be sometimes a rift between the two. And in this particular case, it worked to my advantage because that Batmobile, like I said, which I've seen them starting at somewhere around $65, I got that kit for $5.50. So what that means is all the model collectors were not interested in it. Just like, nope, I don't know. So that made it great for me. And on the same token with the Batman, somebody had it. It was opened, and maybe they had an intention on building it. Maybe they just wanted to see what the parts were like. But that kit is complete, and they never touched it. So again, it worked out to my advantage, and I think that one only, I probably spent about maybe $30 on that, including shipping. So I'm very happy with those purchases, but those are things for the future. I knew this box was missing. I forgot to put the cape back in. But that's what's on the horizon. But like I said, it is the couple of days before Thanksgiving. And normally I would close by saying, have fun, be safe, and go build something. But this time, we're just going to stop and have fun and be safe. Have fun with your family. Be safe. And happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you on the other side.
Pew 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 pew.